Welcome to Quick and Dirty Land Cruiser. I'm going to do a quick video on the cleanup of the 80 series after driving 4 or 5 days on trails up at the Windrock Park. Most of this probably just comes from the dust and the mud holes that you go through on the gravel roads to get to the real trails. If it weren't for those mud holes, you really wouldn't get into this much mud. But those mud holes cover and coat every orifice, it seems, of the truck. So there's a dirty truck. Here's a clean truck. Dirty, clean. I've got my bike rack in the receiver hitch of the 4x4 Labs front bumper there. If anybody has a question what's going on with there, these wheels are nasty. Picture the undercarriage. I'll go through and clean all that. That'll be clean when I get finished. And the first step will be just soak everything down. Start on one side, soak it down. Then come around to the next side and start just pressure spraying all the junk off. I use a hot water hose that helps with that. I don't know that you have to have that, but it does help. I don't use a pressure washer. I guess you could. I have in the past. I find that you tend to have to come back and at least put your hand on it if you're going to keep, like, if you've painted anything or painted your undercarriage, or you're going to have to at least keep your hand on it. You're going to have to, like, hit it with a rag, hit it with a sponge, hit it with a mitt or a scrub brush somewhere, and I'm just fast at doing that, so it's not a big deal to me. Here, we'll get some more light here on the side. There we go. Some nice mud caked up in here. Frame's all nasty. Clean all that. So there you go. There's a good and dirty truck. Okay, here's a little more video. Just getting the rear end here. We'll see how many actual scrapes we got that will be in the paint that we polish out. I usually start with Meguiar's scratch remover. Just do it by hand first and try that. We'll see what actually needs a real polish or a real elbow grease. I usually try to do it. So a lot of this stuff, we got on mostly trail 42 and 43 going to the Brushy Mountain State Park, but thankfully I did trim some of it, so all you guys going behind me will have a better deal. But here we go. This always gets hit the worst, so usually when I clean that part off, I have a couple marring places from brush going down the side. Usually comes off pretty easily. And again, I try to just stick with like a hand polish versus getting out the machine on it. Machine takes too much paint off, and I do this too much to keep machining it. Okay, here we are with the final finished product. I've got the truck washed, undercarriage washed, the side panels polished where I got pinstripes. I had a lot more than I thought, but I used that Meguiar's scratch remover to remove it. And then I came back over it with the Meguiar's paste wax. Touched up everything. So I'm gonna start doing a walk around here. There's the undercarriage, their axle area. I did hit some of that with some black satin paint when I got finished, after I cleaned it really well. There's the under the wheel here, wheel arch. Frame's all nice and clean. Just again, I just try to hit everything I can get my hands on with a little wash mitt. And then once I got everything clean underneath the truck, I come back and hit a lot of it with just some certain spots in there. Just hit it with some black satin. Like under these wheel wells, I'd hit those arches, a little black satin, clean it all up. All my pinstripes came out pretty good. I'll show you what I'm using. Clean all this up really nice. Just again, just detailing. Takes a little time to do, I won't lie. But it is nice to get finished and have it all nice and clean, especially when you're working on it. You don't have to worry about mud falling in your eyeball, which sucks. So here's the outside. Did hit all this too with the polish remover. Those things get hammered coming down the trails and brush. This area back here always gets the brunt of it too. I always have to polish this little back area that gets hammered. Did the inside, it wasn't bad, but went ahead and cleaned it up good. It was just dusty. Just to wipe down in a vacuum. No biggie. Did do under the hood. Got it pretty good. I need to work on the hood mat a little bit more, but didn't polish the hood, but I just cleaned it up. It's fine. The engine was pretty dirty, so I did wipe it down inside. I did pull my air filter out and hose it with a air chuck or air nozzle. But I did come through here and spray all this down, wipe it. And then I did come back and dress it with, I've got a little product. It's kind of a homemade deal, but it's kind of not something that won't collect dust. But it works pretty good. But that's pretty much it. That's the final product. And again, I use that McGuire scratch remover. And I use a glove, like a rubber glove almost, so I can get a good grip on a little microfiber fiber cloth. And I just put some elbow grease into it and just rub those scratches out. I don't use a machine unless it's something really heavy duty. I don't like using the machine unless I need to. It takes off a lot of material. So with your hand, you're not getting too crazy. So, but there you go. And I came back with it with McGuire's Paste Wax. There's some more pictures of the underside. All this came pretty clean. Just a little scrubbing and a little new paint. I don't know how good the light is, but I'm trying to get some good light on there. Yeah, it's just some more pics of the undercarriage. Looks too clean to get dirty now. But that's pretty much it. Get out there and wash yours if you want. It's fun. Thanks for watching.